Hi everyone. I haven't done a vlog in such a long time, and my vlogs are so far behind that, like, how would you even know that? Um, I just wanted to do a vlog in general today, actually more for me than all of you, no offense. Today was a really long day. I shouldn't even be talking because I've been tutoring for hours today, and my voice started going. And tomorrow I'm gonna be tutoring. I'm triple tutoring tomorrow after school, and oh my gosh, it's both exciting and exhausting because I remember when before I was diagnosed and I had all these health shit things going on. I had such bad brain fog and I couldn't concentrate and all these things, and like I get excited now when I can do the math and be influential to these kids and stuff. I guess that's where today's vlog is kind of coming from. Sorry, I'm so tired. I was in New York this past weekend too, and I haven't been down there since shortly after my mom passed last year. So I don't know, that's still weird. Anyway, so what's going on? So here's my gray roots. I haven't had my hair color in a while. I actually scheduled my next hair coloring around my next tattooing. I was supposed to get my second round of my nipple tattoos on Monday of next week. But the following weekend after next Monday is the Runway for Recovery retreat. And given how uncomfortable I was and the discomfort / pain of the first time I had the tattooing done, even though they were using lidocaine the second time, I don't want it to mess with Runway. I had such a great time at the retreat last year, and I felt so much more like me. Like I just had fun, and I was around women that like just got me and understood because they'd been through stuff like me. So I'm holding that weekend very sacred. So I know I was supposed to do my tattoo in like 5 to 6 weeks out from the last one I did, but I called this morning and I'm like, I'm just trying to make more decisions for myself and not like what I'm supposed to do. So I called today and I asked if I can reschedule it and do it the weekend or the day after the Runway retreat's done. And she said that was fine. The admin said it was fine. whether the nurse the nurse who's doing it, whether she thinks it's fine, I have no idea. But I need to prioritize myself here, and I need to prioritize what's important to me and the timeline. Like I can create my own timeline of stuff. My voice is so froggy. I'm so tired. But I guess today's vlog isn't really kind of sort of a cancer thing, but more like just life. I found out today that someone that I truly adore is having a very, very difficult time, and it just breaks my heart. And I've been, as some of you that have been watching the past 250 vlogs, I've been through a lot in my life. And I used to look at that as kind of like a sob story kind of thing. Even though behind all of it, the fact is that like I've been through so much, and like I'm here, and I'm here, and in general, like I'm just so much more chill than I ever have been. Like my blood pressure is under control. I mean, I have my moments of anxiety like most people do, but in general, like that's just so much better. As much as sometimes I go back and forth about my frustrations with Landmark and how much I've learned from it, I come back to certain things with all the work about the Landmark Forum that truly have changed me as a person. This is not an ad for them. It's just that I brought it up casually in conversation today and realized how powerful it was. When I was on Long Island this past weekend, and my kids were with me, and I was driving driving through the town where I grew up, and I was pointing out certain landmarks and things. And then the topic came up of a field trip that I had been on, a field trip that my sixth grade had been on. I think it was sixth grade. But I didn't go on that field trip because I was afraid I was going to get like beat up on the bus or beat up at the field trip. So I didn't go. So like we went to the cloisters, and well, they went to the cloisters in New York, and I didn't go on that trip because I was scared to. And I still haven't been to the cloisters in New York. I'm not even sure if the cloisters are in New York. I'm pretty sure they are, but I've never been to the cloisters. And other people were going off about like what a wonderful trip that was, and I'm like, I never went. Part of the landmark work that I did when I was in the Introduction Leaders program was you were supposed to make a list of 100 people that you were incomplete with, like there was something that you still wanted to say about anything, good, bad, nothing, not nothing, but like, anything at all. So one of the people, or two of the people on that list, were two of those people that I was scared of when I was a kid. And part of my Go Gen for today is, well, not just today, years ago when I did the landmark work, was that I called those two girls, women, they're women now, they're my age, and explained to them about like what, like the impact basically of our, I hate to say relationship because like, it's not like we had some, well, I don't know, like, when you kind of have a bully in school, you don't have a relationship with them, but like the impact that they had basically on you and your life, but not in a blaming way, and not in a way that you're expecting to get an I'm sorry out of it, because that's not the point. Again, the point is just that there's something left unsaid. So I wasn't even asking a question. Like I called her and it was scary, and I'm like, she's gonna like find my house and come beat the shit out of me. And that wasn't the case. And I just explained to her, like, these are the things that I remember, and this is how it affected my life. And, now we're both adults. This was 5-ish, 6 years ago that I had this conversation, or these conversations. So to have like a conversation with your school bully that like, I wouldn't even ride the bus. That was how it came up. When I was driving from my house to my high school, I'm like, I used to walk this home all the time. And it was like a 45-minute walk. I'm not even being like, uphill both ways. It like literally was a 45-minute walk. And my son was like, why would you walk 45 minutes? Why not just take the bus? Like, I didn't want to take the bus because I thought I'd get beat up on the bus. And now, like, as a grown-up, like, I can close that chapter, A, because I'm way older, and B, because I've actually discussed with the person that, that was causing those feelings, or not causing, but, why I was having those feelings. So anyway, I tutor middle school. I think I've said that before. And middle school is such a hard age, and I can both relate to the fear and discomfort that some kids have. I can relate to, especially with the girls, at least in my experience, how catty and mean they can just be. More the like male friendships that I've come across, they're more chill about stuff. They might get into some nasty fight, but then it's kind of over and like done with. They don't tend to like harp on stuff the way that girls do. Middle school's just a tough time. And the interesting thing is, like, with middle school, you're going through puberty and stuff, so that totally fucks with you. And I feel like after all this cancer shit, I'm like on the other end of that, but in a similar way in the whole menopause world. Like the Lupron injections immediately put me into menopause. That lasted like, a little over 2 years. And then I stopped, and I haven't had a period since. Knock on wood. I don't plan on ever having another one. I found out randomly today that the panty liners, this is so TMI, whatever. The panty liners that I wear are actually discontinued. They were $2 a pack. $2. Now, if you're someone who buys panty liners, you know that $2 for a package of panty liners is one wicked good deal. So I didn't want to wipe them entirely out, but I took 3 packs and I was like, woohoo, $2 each. The panty liners, by the way, fun fact, when, at least for me, starting the tamoxifen, this is again like medical information. With the tamoxifen, I started getting this like discharge. And like if I didn't wear a panty liner, it feels like you're just like it's not like you're peeing your pants. It's weird. I don't know. It's just some discharge that there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like that's part of you taking tamoxifen. It's one of the many gifts that keep us on giving with the tamoxifen. Because like I don't get my periods anymore. It's not about like a period. I shouldn't even have to have anything to line any panty, anything's anywhere. But the tamoxifen gives you this thing. I don't know. Like it's clear. It's not like it's anything to be concerned about. But enough that like I need to freaking wear this like panty liner. And sometimes like change it out 3 times a day, which is so fucking annoying. Like especially not having my period. I like to just like put on some undies and go about my day. But I brought it up to, of course, certain doctors are like, oh, I don't know what that's from. But I brought it up to my gynecologist, and she's like, yep, that's from the tamoxifen. I'm like, joyous. How lovely is that? Why am I talking discharge? Hormones. That's what I was talking about. So having gone through menopause from the Lupron, and then I haven't gotten my period since, even though I get the discharge and have to wear the discontinued panty liners. I've been on this hormonal roller coaster myself, as you have seen, and it really fucks with your head in lots of different ways. Because I've been through so much in life and had been through menopause the first time with Lupron and that making me batshit crazy, not literally, but you know what I mean. I kind of know that like there is a light at the end of the tunnel with all this stuff that like where it might not necessarily go away, because obviously I haven't been done with menopause long enough. I don't know if it ever goes away. I know people that are like 70 that say that they still get hot flashes. Not like as bad and stuff, but they still get them. But I can see the bigger picture at this point in my life that like, if these things don't go away, and there's something like wrong, they're just like things. I mean, like that might go away after I finish the tamoxifen, but that's still years out. But if they don't go away, at least I know that like my body will adjust to it, or I'll just learn to live with that just the way it is, as long as there's something like wrong, which there's not. And, middle school is tough, and it's not just middle school, like life is tough, I mean, you're going to face these things that aren't the picture perfect plan that you have had for your life. And as much as it sucks and as much as it might seem easy to just like crawl up in a corner, as I look over at my couch, because I was crawled up in the corner in my couch, like over a year ago. Well, I guess that's something else to be proud of for me. Today's like Go Jen. Oh, that's hysterical. My Alexa started playing and is playing The End Is Near. Oh, no, it's not The End Is Near. It's My Way. I mean, the song goes, Alexa, shut off. Like My Way starts at, the end is near, blah, blah. And so I face the final curtain. That's such a negative thing as I listen to that. Oh, now the time is near. I can't think of the lyrics right now. And so I face the final curtain. For which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and now, much more than this, I did it my way. Is that like negative? Oh my God, my throat. That sounds awful as I'm like listening to the lyrics out loud. But I guess that's, I don't know. That just happened to come on. Oh my gosh. I know that song because I didn't know all the lyrics to that song, but the marching band at UMass Amherst did that song, or does that song, as part of their, like at football games, like all the time, like that's like their song that they play all the time at the end. Like the color guard like puts all their flags down and goes like in in a U shape, and they all put their arms around each other and sway back and forth. And anyhow, it's funny. I should look back at the lyrics. I'm all over the place today. Whatever. I just, the point, the take home for today is like, like shit happens, man. I have 250 days of vlogs or 250 vlogs, whatever that are perfect examples of like, here's all the shit that happens during life. And some of it's like, obviously, it's life altering. It's literally life or death. And when you're young, things that maybe some people think are minor, but like they're not minor to you. And like that's what matters, is how you perceive the situation to be. If you think it's a big deal, then it is a big deal. And you get through those things and you fast forward and things are different down the road. Will they always get better? Is it like one big, like, the uphill climb down, whatever? Like, no, it's more like, and I specifically remember having a vlog where I made that analogy of it going up and down when I was talking to the oncology psychologist, and that's very much what it is. It's not like, okay, things suck, they're going down, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, now things are going to get better for like ever. That's not how it is. Like, there's always going to be something. And sometimes it's going to be like way more devastating than you ever thought it was going to be. And it's like, how do you pick yourself up from that? And you don't have to have the answers. I mean, I don't know. I don't have like an older sister to look for advice. A bunch of my friends are going through a hard time because their parents are like not doing really well right now. And it's weird that I feel like I can be of a support to them because with my mom passing, I understand what it's like to lose a parent. It's just weird. Like the things that I've been through, I used to look at them as being like it's just a list of like these awful, awful things. And while many of them are awful, I look at it now like I'm in this really pretty apartment and like my furniture, pretty colors. I know it looks dark here, but like it's blue. It's pretty blue, and I have my yellow chair and my lamp that looks like a tree, and just all these little things that are actually big things that bring me peace. And I think 2 years ago at this time, I was living in a fucking hotel when my apartment flooded. Like, really? After all this shit, my apartment floods? Like, what the fuck is that about? And like, I'm here, my apartment flooded a week and a couple of days after my reconstruction revision. Like, what the fuck is that all about? And I figured it out. And it's easy to just, like I said, like go in the corner of the couch and hide, or have these dark thoughts, because trust me, they were there. They were there about a year ago. And the hormones play a part of that too, because I was coming off the Lupron. My body was going through some sort of like, I don't know, detox or withdrawal or whatever the fuck it was. And it really, really fucked with me. And a year later, the doctor who prescribed me the meds to get me out of that space was like, yeah, you're good. I don't need to see you anymore. She didn't use those words, but it was pretty much like that. Whereas, like, I don't think letting go of my oncology therapist is going to happen anytime soon, because, or if it would, I'd look someplace else to still have some sort of support. But her telling me that, like, I've done the things, I went the right path to seek help. And now I'm not stuck in the corner of my couch not wanting to get up and out into the world. Am I back to being the person I was before all this shit happened? Absolutely not. And I don't know if I'll ever be that person again. And there's both an excitement in that to know, like, what's coming next. I don't know. I have no idea. Is there a fear behind that? A little bit, because I like consistency, but consistency really hasn't been on the Gen menu for the past like 10 years or so. And I can laugh too, but when you're in it, it's the absolute opposite of funny. So I just like I'll throw out my Wilson Phillips here to hold on. If you just hold on for one more day. I'm doing a lot of singing today. If you hold, I went to New York this past weekend, so I had a lot of music playing on my playlist. Um, how's that song go? I know there's pain, or you'd have to Google these. Why do you lock yourself up in these chains? No one can change your life except for you. Don't ever let anyone step all over you. I'm comparing this to what I'm going through right now as I'm singing this, because I don't even know what the song's actually about. Just open your heart and your mind. Is it really fair to feel this way inside? Oh, yes, it is fair to feel that way inside, because that's how you feel. Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Until then, baby, am I gonna get flagged for this? I feel like I'm singing so bad that like nobody would flag me. Wait, someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Until then, baby, are you gonna let him hold you and make you cry? Don't you know? Don't you know? Things will change. Things will go your way if you hold on for one more day. Oh my God, is that awful? Will you hold on for one more day? Things to go your way. I know things will go your way. Hold on for one more day. I know that there is pain, but you hold on for one more day and you break free from the chains. Yeah, I know that there is pain, but you hold on for one more day and you break from the chains. Strumming solo, blah, 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 and then back. Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Say goodbye. Till then, baby, are you gonna let him hold you down and make you cry? Don't you know? Don't you know? Things will change. Things will go your way if you hold on for one more day. If you hold on. I don't know how it ends. I don't know. Whatever. That's my influential bad singing. My throat, like, I seriously just stopped talking. I'm getting all froggy and it's making me uncomfortable. I just want people to hold on to stuff, you know? Like, I mean, just hold on, truly, because things do get better. And it's so hard to see it in the moment. And I'm not just like, you know, I'm talking about several factors here where whether it's whatever drama is going on, friends are being nasty and weird, families being nasty or weird, relationships are being nasty or weird, life is just being nasty or weird, that it won't be that way forever. And be kind and compassionate with yourself.